We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Minnesota Twins. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Into the box now, Nick Marini.
He'll get us started in the right fielder, Nick Marini.
And we are underway from the Twin Cities as the first pitch of the evening is taken for ball one. And we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, we're watching a team that won last game, put them at 500. Now, they're not where they want to be, and they're still several games back in the division. But you just keep pushing one day at a time, and you never know if you might be able to gain some ground.
Center fielder number 28, Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Now the 2-1 coming from Hughes. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Gets him to swing and miss there, 3-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Stepping up to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Cut fastball inside, ball one.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Ready now, Matt Chapman. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Played on the backhand. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And Harold, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Ehire Adrianza comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Chapman ranging into the outfield. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
To 2-2 now.
That's a fastball right down the middle. Now, you might be able to get away with it in the first inning. Guys are still filling him out. But if he's going to have success in this game, Matt, he's going to have to be on the corners with that fastball.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but...
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He's got that average up near the 340 mark to start play, so he's liable to have an impact in this one as well. Forsythe back to Maurer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Line drive to center field, but sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Stepping in, Eric Gonzalez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he misses 2-1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. To short, scooped up onto Forsythe covering, and that ends the inning. Now batting, Max Kepler. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Right fielder.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So here's Joe Mauer. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch off the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Batting 6.
Digging in, Logan Morrison comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. This is on the ground over to first, and he is out on the tag. Digging in now, Michael Perez, and he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 on its way from Hughes. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Line drive to left, and this inning starts with a solid base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Now batting,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Marini. 0 for 1 here in the early going, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Ready for another chance, Tommy Pham. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he lays off there. 1-0. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Charlie Blackmon stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase.
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. The runner scores from second, and the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Third baseman
digging in to try it again. Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Smoke toward third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Anthony Rizzo. A base hit in his first trip.
Rizzo.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game. Now in the box, Marcus Semien trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Kepler is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Logan Forsythe. His batting average on the year down at the 240 mark entering play. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota. Stepping into the box, Zach Grant. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. I'm set with the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
Jason Castro.
Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. The tag, and he is out. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire. Into the box, Ji-Man Choi. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Fielder, Ji-Man Choi.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Grant is there. And that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a line drive. But a foul ball. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Adrianza is right there on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
The catcher, number 14.
Striding in once again, Michael Perez. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
And he lays off for ball one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. Digging in and looking for more, Nick Marini. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Lifted the other way to left center. Hazel Baker's on the move, and that's the third out. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder,
Ball
number
1. Here comes the 1-0. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that is through into right field for a single. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth. Now to the plate, Ehire Adrianza. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Dribbled to the right side. That's a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Marini is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. And he's safe. Standing in, Alex Bregman. He popped out in his first trip.
Alex
He's set and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now at the plate, Max Kepler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the ground to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
First baseman.
Now at the plate, Joe Mauer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a flare out toward right center. In there, a base hit. 1 run scores. Throwing to second. Kepler rounds third and is digging for the plate. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2. The tying run comes around all the way from first to score. It's a 3-3 game. Weak roller right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in once again. Tommy Pham.
Center fielder number 28, Tommy Pham.
First pitch coming now from Hughes. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low. 2-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 2-1 coming from Hughes. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, he doesn't have any walks yet. He's going to have to come in the zone right here and really avoid throwing that first walk of the game.
Drilled to the left side. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hard liner toward short, and this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Next for Tampa Bay.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Forsythe is there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And he takes ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batter number 11,
coming to the plate now, Marcus Semien. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ball 1.
Inside, ball 1.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. Kepler's on the move. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. At the plate, Logan Forsythe. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Zach Grant comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a little pop up off toward the third base side, and there's out number 2. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth. And now a pitch on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. To his left, Adrianza. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in to try it again, Michael Perez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle. Throw will be in time to first, and Hughes is looking strong here. 2 away now.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Striding in once again, Nick Marini. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to short. Adrianza is there. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Ready for another shot now. Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Left fielder, Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
The shortstop, Ehire
Adrianza started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line towards center field. Pham patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Third baseman number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Pham. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again. Max Kepler. He singled in 2 trips. Ryan Ibarra takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a tick behind for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
0-2 with this guy. This could be the worst scenario you want.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings.
28, Tommy Pham.
Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Charlie Blackmon. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Chapman. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable even.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now here it comes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Hughes ready with the 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning.
It's time.
Ready now, Joe Mauer. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 now to Mauer. Line drive to left. And Mauer's going to get himself a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. Ready once again, Logan Morrison. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Tyler Austin will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Tyler Glasnow. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, what a dive. One there. It's late. He's safe. So stepping in, Logan Forsythe. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored. A wild pitch. 3-0 now.
Hey, watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around him.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The next 3-2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up to the plate, Zach Grant. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is line to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
First baseman number 44.
First pitch coming now from Hughes.
Anthony Rizzo.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1-1 on the way from Hughes. Oh, look at the sliding stop to first. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
The batter, number 11.
Digging in and looking for more, Marcus Semien. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Now at the plate, Eric Gonzalez. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Slow little roller to third. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Into the box now, Michael Perez. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Mark Canha will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. A shot down the first baseline. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is. Jason Castro. The catcher is in. He's 0 for 2.
Jason Castro.
Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Chapman comes up with it, and the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Jeremy Hazelbaker is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. 1-1. Here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Another try at 2-2. And a fastball just a bit high. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. Ready for another chance.
The batter, the shortstop, Ehire Adrianza.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Perez has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. The throw into second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. So striding in, Max Kepler, as he'll look to bring home.
Max.
So they'll make a matchup move. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Canha is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead in. Digging in, Nick Marini. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Nick Marini.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Heading after it is Hazelbaker, and they can't run it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Center fielder number 28.
Digging in, Tommy Pham. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. And that misses for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Line to the right side. Again, a nice clean base hit. His 3rd of the game. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward 3rd. But gloved by the 3rd baseman for the out. Taylor Rogers is forced onto the mound now following the injury. He'll get as many warm-up tosses as he needs as a result. Matt Chapman will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Castro has it. And the throw to first ends the inning. So digging in now, Joe Mauer. He'll start things out, needing just a run to tie it here in the bottom of the ninth. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. So the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning. Digging in for his second at bat, Tyler Austin. Diego Castillo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Standing in, Logan Forsythe. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. This is skied out toward right. Moving under it, Marini. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping into the box, Zach Grant. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Jason Castro would be next. And with 2 away and an open base, he wasn't going to see anything there, as that's a 4-pitch walk. Jake Diekman takes over on the mound.
Your attention, please.
Byron Buxton will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Byron Buxton.
This is foul right side. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base, and 2 men gone here in the 9th. And that's cut on and missed, so now the Twins are down to their final strike here. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the stop by Rizzo. What a play. And just like that, this one is over. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, he was one of a few guys that really swung the bat.